Dave, Merry Arachnids. Quick Merry Christmas. Happy holidays coming up. End of the year review, kinda. This is my Nandu Colorado Velocis female. She was paired, but then molted out of it. And this last molt, not that she wasn't angry before, but she's way worse than normal. I don't trust her at all. See, she doesn't even want to eat this. She just wants to snap at it. See, she she doesn't want to participate in any of the reindeer games this year. She just wants to act up, and this is her normal self. I get this every time I open her enclosure. It doesn't make a difference at all why I'm opening her enclosure, what I'm doing in her enclosure. I'm pumping up my water container or water pump here. We'll give her some water while we have her open. And she's probably my bulkiest spider right now. I don't know if she's the biggest. I think the LP is might be the biggest one. You'll see her next. Yeah, I know. It's just water deer. More pumping, I suppose. So at least you're getting to see how angry my Nandu Colorado Velocis can be. Way angrier than she should be. Yeah, I get it. You don't want water, you don't want food, you just want to act up. So we'll let her go, and we'll turn this off real quick. We'll bring the Lasiodora paribana female out, and I'm sure she'll eat because she always does. So let's get her out. So here's my female Nandu, Nandu, that was the last one, right, David? This is my Lasiodora paribana. We will see if she will take the worm. I'm sure she will. She is a food connoisseur. She loves her food. She is roughly 7 inches. Lengthwise, her and I believe now my Poecilotheria sapusca, or species highland, is probably right up there as far as length. She molted about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and she actually put on a good bit of size this time. So I paired her, the Poecilotheria, and it didn't take. I'm assuming that she just wasn't mature enough. It's a shame because there's not a lot of them in the hobby, and the slings are starting to get hard to find. Are you going to find that thing? I know these hornworms don't move much, so you really got to get them in front of them. But maybe you'll get an idea of just how big she actually is. So, with the collection front, I mean, we had some losses this year that I was pretty upset about. We had a lot of new additions. We're moving some spiders out and bringing some spiders in. I have a whole bunch of stuff coming from Pelt Friction at the beginning of the year from their import. I think 14 spiders. So I got an opportunity this past weekend, not this weekend, but the weekend before, to get down to Grove City and meet Sean Fisher from Addicted Arachnids. Really good guy. He gave me a couple of mature males, and I picked up a few slings from him. Neoholothali Inse Gold, a Faunopelma. Yeah, what is that one? I don't remember what it's called now. Barica. And then another Dolichothele diamentinensis, a real tiny one. And I picked up a mature male Salmopaeus pulcher, who I paired with my first female. She was paired earlier this year. She dropped an egg sac, and on 27th day she ate it. And we're pairing her, the male tonight, actually, with the other female. We upgraded my other female pulcher's enclosure from the Zoomed Bulgarium to Exoterra, only because the lid on that had some problems. It kind of separated on the two corners, and it pulled the screening away. So I took it to work, took it apart, and put some plexiglass in it instead. So that'll be used for probably a fossorial species in the future, or any other arboreals that I end up with. I don't think I'll be picking up anything for a long time with these 14 spiders or 15 spiders, whatever it is, coming in. I doubt that there'll be much coming after that. There are some specific ones that I'd like to pick up. If I find them, I find them. If not, it's not that big of a deal. Have some breeding loans out. My Ephibopus rufescens was with Malik Brown, who he sent me the video. Looked like a pretty good pairing there. My Esign Anathis male was with Warren. He says they cohabbed for over a week, and she's putting on some size, so hopefully there was a pairing there. And my Brachypelma albiceps is out with Chris Simmons. She paired him with 3 of her females. Sent me the video, so we're real hopeful on that front. And I also got a Ephibopus murinus male from Sean that I cohabbed with my female, and I just found him this morning, actually deep in her spare burrow, curled up. I went and grabbed him, pulled him out, and he was missing a front leg. It was caught. It looked like it was caught in part of some plants or something. It must have tore it off, and he must have bled out. I kind of feel bad because we just talked about cohabbing him, but hopefully they got a pairing done, and we'll see what happens there. But let's get a couple other ones. There's a few other spiders I'd like to feed real quick. So try to get rid of some of these bigger hornworms. Use them with our bigger spiders. So let's move on to the next one. This lady here is my Brachypelma bamey female. She's not really interested in feeding. She just kind of, there's a little bit better of a look at her. This other light that I got, I picked up some different equipment. Nothing major, you know, it's just things that I've been finding and trying out. A lot of things, hold on, sorry. I put you guys down back in the right spot. A lot of things I've been trying. I figured if I can't use them, I can use them at work, you know, lights and stuff like that. So there's some things I want to try out next year. Yeah, okay. There you are. In your glorious beauty. There you are. So, yeah, she's been okay. She actually kicked hair one time since her last molt. It's the first time since I've had her that she's done it, and they're synonymous for it, the Brachypelma bamey. She might be going to get water. Let's see. So I'm going to take the hornworm out because I don't think she's going to eat it. She would have already picked it up. She's a very aggressive eater. Now she's just going for a walk. Nope, nope. There we go. So there you get an opportunity to see a full-grown adult Brachypelma bamey dip her face into the water and have a drink. Wonderful, wonderful species. Beautiful. Look at those flames on the knees. Just absolutely brilliant. Love this spider. We've had my other two, well, not other two, I'm going to say 2 of my other Brachypelmas molt. The auratum, about 2 inches now, and it's a female. And the Baumgarteni is about 2.5 inches, and that one's a female as well. So my last 3, that we were unsure of, my Classy, the auratum, and the Baumgarteni all have molted female. So that's pretty cool. So let's get to the next one. So my next girl is my new genus. We still haven't really got a way to say this correctly. A lot of people are calling it one thing, a lot of people are saying another. What we've been told by people who actually speak that type of language, it should be pronounced something different, but it's the Keeltocockle, or what they're saying to pronounce it is Keel-to-cock. That sounds weird, but that's the actual pronunciation of it in the language that it's in, which is an old Aztec language. So, brand new genus. It was unexpected, not unexpected that the move was going to be made. That was completely expected. What we didn't expect was the crazy name. It's awesome that they used, you know, an old Aztec language of the area of where a lot of these species hail from. So I know it's confusing and hard to pronounce. A lot of people don't like it, but it is what it is, and it's just a good thing that we finally got what we call the red rump tarantulas out of that Brachypelma genus, except for the Brachypelma albiceps. And that because the DNA coding for that still matched it with Brachypelma than it did with the new genus of Keeltocock or Keeltocockle, however people want to pronounce it. Again, it's a crazy the way it's written. But it's a lot like the axolotl, the salamander. It's the same kind of language from that. And I think you'll probably see more of things like that in the future with different genres. So I'm going to move her around so that we can get a better look of her. There she is. She's so pretty with that curly hair. And she is the Nicaraguan. Not form, but she's from the Nicaraguan import. It's not a different color form or anything like that. It's just a way to keep track of them from an import that happened in 2015 out of Nicaragua. Doesn't mean they were collected in Nicaragua. It was just imported or exported out of Nicaragua. A little bit different than what we see is what we call the hobby form or the Honduran curly hair. But I've seen pictures of this species close to each other in different places, and you could find one that looks exactly like we have in the hobby. People are calling hobby forms or mutts, and these ones here relatively close to each other. So it just depends on molt cycle. It depends on a bunch of other things. There is a difference in these ones here, apparently, with the males. The males seem to be larger than what we see in the Honduran, quote-unquote, curly hairs, or the hobby form, what quote-unquote curly hairs, which I do have a Nicaraguan of these. So I'm hoping that he matures sometime in the near future. She still has another molt to go before I think she's ready. But she may even have two. You know, it's hard to tell with Brachypelma how old they are, and you know, how many molts it takes before they actually hit maturity. But we have 2 more I think we're going to try and feed, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, next up is this gorgeous gal here. This is my Grammostola pulchripes. Yeah, I knew she'd be hungry. She didn't eat the last time when I tried feeding these. She just totally ignored it. So this is probably maybe her 3rd feeding since she molted half a year ago. She's been kind of on a strike lately, and she was a great eater prior to this, but for some odd reason she's kind of slowed down a little bit. But when she eats, she eats. And this may kick her into you know, a feeding frenzy now. Hopefully the next handful of times I feed her, she will eat real well. She's not in a great place for us to film. She likes to be sideways. She's molted sideways every single time she's molted. So yeah, that's her. We're going to get one more, Brachypelma amelia, and then we're going to be done. Okay, everyone, so the Brachypelma amelia did not want to come out at all. I'm not sure that this one will either, but if it will, we'll have a treat. This is the Monosyntropus balfouri female. We will see if she's interested. I'm kind of hoping she is. We'll kind of just keep an eye on her and see. I don't know, she's kind of webbed off the entrance to her burrow there, so she may not come out, which kind of sucks because I'm not sure who else I can feed. Yeah, so anyway, to wrap up again, thanks everyone for hanging in there. Hopefully we'll get some new stuff next year. Again, I want to try to do 1 video a week. I don't know if I can do that. We have another thing that's going to be starting on the tarantula community soon, so there'll be some time devoted to that as well. We have the forum that we put up on our group got taken down, so that's rolling. If anybody's interested, we're doing auctions. It's a gift pack of spiders geared to your liking. You have to go to the tarantula community forum. It's not on Facebook, it's an actual forum. So you'll have to go there, or you could go to the tarantula community and look there's a post there that gives you a link to get to the forum. You have to join if you're not a member, but it's to raise money for some families that are in the tarantula community that are having some hard times this season. We're hopefully going to be able to get them some money to at least brighten their Christmas a little bit. You know, for their children and themselves. Hopefully we'll be able to raise some decent money for that. So yeah, go take a look at that. Yeah, other than that, I mean, we have, again, it's just been one of those crazy years. Hopefully I don't have another year like this for a long time, because this one was really a downer. It was hard to get through with both. Yeah, she's She's looking interested, actually, with both my health and, again, my, just time and my patience, my energy. Come on, dear. All that stuff has just been sapped this year. And what are you doing in there? Are you going to come out, or are you just checking to see what's going on? I got some really, really good pictures of this spider this year. I got, again, some new things to work with, so hopefully we'll be able to do some different things with some smaller enclosures. I got a smaller tripod. Matter of fact, I'll end with that real quick and show you just a couple of the new things that we picked up. Okay, so here's the new P-Touch from Brother. It's a new labeler. I just got it, so I'm still trying it out. I printed one label or two, just different kind of symbols and borders and framing, and I was hoping it had the male and female symbol on it, which it doesn't, but it does have like a stick figure of a girl or a female or a male, so maybe, when I print a label and I have a female spider, I could put one of those on up to see what that looks like. But that's that, and then we picked up this doohickey thing here. Again, it's just something different to try. It wasn't really all that expensive, and I had a gift card, so I picked this up. So that's really the end of the video. There's not really much more to talk about. Again, I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to say, and I just didn't think it was necessary. We'll talk about stuff next year. We'll start doing some species spotlight videos. It seems like those on my channel do better than most other things. But I hope this video was enlightening to what's happening. Again, the schedule next year, I don't know how often I'll be able to upload, but I'm going to try to do it as often as possible. And we'll see some new things coming up again in for the tarantula community. We've crested 20,000 members. I think I said that already. That's just phenomenal in less than 2 years of existence. I think we're already at 2,300 right now. We'll probably be at 24, 25, or 2,600 before the actual year ends. And our 2-year anniversary is at the end of February, I believe, the 22nd. So who knows what we'll be like then? We're hoping to be at 25,000 by then. I don't know if that's possible, but it would be cool. Yeah, so we're creeping right along. And again, just please, thanks for all the support. Hanging in there with me. I know it's been an odd year. I know a lot of people have been saying, what are you doing? Why are you not putting out videos? But we'll explain a little bit more at the beginning of the year when I have a good grasp of what all is going on. I still have some tests that I got to go through. So I want to make sure that, I'm giving everybody right information and not just assumptions. So yeah, we'll see everybody real soon, and have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. And again, happy keeping.